Sometimes we see some relations outside the marriage. What makes people do such relations? What must be the reason behind it?
Any association, any association is contractual, and marriage is governed by the law of contract. Okay? So wherever there is a contract, there is always an exit clause.
Okay.
Now, listen carefully. I said exit clause. That means you have to break the contract to get into some other contract. Okay? Now when you say relationship outside marriage, you want to have the cake and eat it too. So you want to be in this contract and enjoy the benefits outside the contract. But when you talk of marriage and when you talk of the legality of marriage, any legal system that the human being is accustomed to, there is a law, there are rules, and there are regulations. So there are three subjects happening when there is a legal system. What is a law? Law is the existence of a condition irrespective of circumstances. If you take any universal law, the condition exists even though the circumstances around the condition keep changing.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
And that's why they are called laws. There are no exceptions in these cases. But when you come to marriage, marriage was not created by the universe. Marriage was created by human beings.
Yes.
Anything that is created by human being has inherent flaws in it. Now you created a system called marriage and framed some rules to govern that marriage. One of the rules says that till death do us part, which means we are wedded and we are going to be committed to each other till we die. And then, as you said, that in some cases you will find that that commitment is breached and one of the participant is having an association outside marriage.
Yes.
Okay. Now you are being very generous when you say that in few cases. I would say in many cases there is a relationship outside marriage. Now when I say relationship, I don't merely mean physical relationship.
Okay.
There is a mental relationship also, the affinity. So a husband and wife are living together for 30-40 years. The affinity has shifted. The husband starts liking somebody else. He may not have the courage to indulge in the physical component of that relationship. But his affinity has shifted to some other person as compared to his own wife, and the same is true of in another case where the wife's affinity has shifted to another person. So whenever you say relationship outside marriage, it could be mental,
It could be physical.
it could be physical. So these things keep happening simply because marriage as an institution is created by humans and humans are not flawless. So there is an inherent flaw in the institution of marriage.
Okay. Then what about the commitment in the marriage? So anybody will have that right of having relations with the other person. So then
they don't have a right. No, they don't have a right to have relationship with another person, but it is their degree of integrity that determines whether the person will shift out of a commitment and to what degree. Let's talk about this cheating. Here is a man and a woman married. Now, after 5 years, this man has stopped getting attracted to this woman with whom he has lived for 5 years and is getting attracted to another woman. But because he is married to this woman, he is not expressing his attraction to the other woman. Okay?
Okay.
When he expresses his attraction to another woman and he goes with that woman, even for a dinner, you will say he is cheating. He didn't tell his wife, he is getting attracted to another woman, he is cheating. Now look at the scenario where mentally he is attracted to this woman, physically he is living with this woman,
Yes.
and because of this binding of the marriage, he is throttling his emotions, he is not expressing it to the other woman, though he is attracted to her. Is he not cheating himself?
Definitely.
So either way it is cheating.
So it is either way. So there must be a lot of stress hiding such relations.
Sure. Who denies
Why
that?
people go through that stress? Only because they like somebody?
It's simply because I cannot control my emotions. I suddenly fell in love with another woman. Can I control that?
So there
is there a way that I can control what I feel from within? So either I am cheating myself by not expressing, or I am cheating my spouse by expressing. In both conditions, there is a cheating happening. If you work on the word cheating, then in either case, there is a cheating happening. I either cheat myself or I cheat you.
Okay.
So I cannot get rid of cheating. The genesis of the problem is that emotion that built up in me for the other person. How do I stop that? If that is the question, then there is a valid question. How do I stop getting attracted to another person after I have got married? Then, am I a human being or am I a machine?
Isn't it like this? We are supporting these relations by saying this?
I am not either supporting nor am I talking against this. I am accepting this as a fact of being a human being.
Okay.
Yeah, I am not being judgmental about it, that this is right and this is wrong. I am not talking about judgments here. I am only saying that this is, as they say, vastu sthiti.
Okay.
This is it.
So what about the other partner? Should accept the relation, whatever that spouse is in that relation, or should break the marriage?
आपको simple जवाब दूं. Life defined as journey between birth and death. Birth begins with B, death begins with D. Okay. So life is a journey between B and D. Between B and D, there is one more letter called C. Life is about choice. It is your choice. I don't accept this relationship, I will divorce. Your choice. I don't accept this relationship, but क्या करूं, इससे मेरी शादी हो गई, मरते दम तक मैं इसके साथ रहूंगी. Again, your choice. It is your choice. You don't like it, break it. Do you think by you talking to your husband, he is going to stop loving that woman? Because as an individual human being, you are the master of your life. You can't be the master of your partner's life.
Yes.
You can't change him. Unless he wants to change or she wants to change, you can't change either partner. So then you have, what is life? It is a compromise. Have you not compromised on several fronts in your life?
Definitely.
So this is also another compromise. Are you ready to accept it? That is the question you need to answer.
Yes.
If you are not ready to accept it, break it. There is always a price for dissociation and a penalty clause.
Now, one more question I want to ask you is, suppose that couple has children.
Right.
And one spouse is in relation. Mm-hmm. Okay. So there must be some effect on those
100% psychological damage.
If those children know about it and if they don't know about it.
Either way.
How?
If my children don't know that I am associated with another person, naturally my attention to my children is stolen away by that other person. The time I should have spent with the family, I am spending in the company of another person. So I am depriving my children of one parent for a certain period of time.
Yes.
To that extent, I am not being responsible to their development and growth. So naturally they are affected.
Both ways.
Yes.
And if they know?
If they know, an additional burden, psychological damage. Or they accept this as fact of life and they also don't believe in fidelity.